Hi there, my name's Emma and I'm from Engineered World Pilates. And today I'm going to show you a short sequence of exercises that you can do to stretch out your whole body. But I'm going to personalise these exercises for anybody out there who has shoulders that like to live up by their ears, or, you know who you are, or anybody who has sort of tight neck issues. You're going to need one little piece of equipment today, so I apologise for that in advance because I do try not to ask you to have things to hand. You're going to need a pillow or something that you can put underneath your head, maybe a rolled up towel or a jumper if you're doing this in the park, but that's all you're going to need. Okay? So you're going to come to lie down with your feet a hip width apart with your pillow, and we're going to pop the pillow underneath the head. So what can sometimes happen, particularly if we've got tight shoulders or like shoulders that live up here, is they start to kind of creep forward and we start to sort of maybe round a little bit through the upper body, which can mean that without a pillow, as opposed to having a nice head alignment on the mat where we feel our chin is just nice and, nice and tucked in, we sort of end up a little bit like this. And we feel like we're wrinkling through the back of the neck and it's just all a bit strainy and uncomfortable, which we don't want in Pilates. So here you're just going to give yourself a pillow. You might need a couple of pillows. You're going to just have a play around so that you can have this lovely comfortable alignment of the head. So the 100. From here you're going to reach your fingertips towards your heels and you're going to nod your chin to your chest. So like you're securing a little plum underneath your chin. Where my ponytail is, you're going to see this lengthen up my pillow pad. So I get this lovely stretch through the back of my neck. And now I'm going to tuck my upper ribs underneath my boobs or underneath my pecs. So I'm almost folding my rib cage underneath so I can really connect the upper part of my rib cage to the mat as I slowly lift up. Okay. So I really want you to think about connecting through here. Imagine my hand is right on your front and I'm pressing you down into the mat. You're sending this energy out through the top. So I'm pulling you from here and I'm pressing you from here. Now this should feel nice on the neck to start, but if it doesn't, put a hand behind your head or rest your head down. Okay, so we don't want tension. Maybe have a go at curling up and then resting down. Now if your shoulders are up here, you're going to really reach through these fingers. So that's why I cued you to reach. So we're going to curl up again and we're going to hold it here. So my fingers are reaching, my shoulders are reaching down, my energy's coming through my head and my ribs are pressing into my mat. Start pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you can keep all of this feeling nice and strong, excellent job. You can stay here like this. You can start to lift your legs, getting heavier through here, remembering the support of the hand. So you'd maybe do this for a breath and then another breath. Okay, I'm going to go for 3 more. You could lengthen these legs if it's still feeling good. Sometimes this helps to really anchor through the upper part of the spine. Let's just do 2 more full breaths, remembering you've always got this position that we started out in. Feeling that length through the crown of the head, those shoulders reaching down the body. And pause. So now you're going to nod your chin to your chest, reach those fingers away and come up to seated, straight through the middle of the body. And you're going to lengthen your legs out in front of you. So for our roll, we're going to do roll-ups. Again, this can sometimes get into the shoulders, it might get into your neck. Remember, you can always put a hand behind your head. There's never anything wrong in doing that. I'm going to think about what people's shoulders are doing here. So from here, you're going to lift up nice and tall, and you're going to reach your arms in front of you. And I want you to just have this moment, this feeling of really sliding these shoulders down. Now, anybody can just sort of drop the shoulders down. So I want you to feel it coming from right here, right underneath those shoulder blades, this muscular feeling of actively pulling these shoulder blades down the back, and you're going to plug them into your belly, plug them into your core. Now keep them there, roll yourself down, one bone at a time, and you can soften the knees if that's helpful. Keep plugging those shoulders down your body, keep stretching that spine along your mat. Head is going to find your pillow, arms will come up towards the ceiling. Nod your chin to your chest, fold those upper ribs underneath your bra line, underneath your pecs, and anchor those shoulders into your belly, come up to the top. So if you feel this in your neck, you're going to do the same thing, but you've got this hand behind you for your support. And then you might change as you come back up. If you're feeling that you can't get up without the shoulders coming forwards, bend the knees and do the same thing. Anchor those shoulders, pull them down from your back muscles, rolling yourself down. Anchor those shoulders in, plug them into the abdominals, pull those upper ribs back and behind. We're going to go for 3 more. Stretching that spine long as the shoulders go down towards those hips. And this is your last one. Plug those arms down the back. Let the abdominals do the work. And now roll all the way down. That was excellent. All the way down. And pause. So your head is lengthening up your pillow. Ponytail, if you've got one, it's stretching. And your legs are going to come to bend. So I'm going to have you take your hands a little bit wider than the mat. And you're going to actively press these arms down in towards the mat. So you're going to use the back of the arm, the triceps, the whole arm, the hand, that top bit where my bun is, where my ponytail is, it's pressing down firmly in towards the floor. I'm going to take a few breaths here to set my upper ribs. So I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, I'm going to relax my rib cage in towards the floor. Feeling those arms pressing down, feeling the back of my ribs pressing down. You should feel like a fly stuck in flypaper. You're just like so stuck to the mat, so glued that nothing is going to shift you. And you're going to gently slide your left leg away and bring your right leg up towards the ceiling. So now there's nothing going to change through your upper body. We're going to circle this leg around and around. Whole body is still and stable. And this left leg, you can straighten it if you want. That's a bit more of a challenge. Just keep pressing through these arms and sinking the ribs. Circle the other way. I want you to try and squash my hands with your arms. One more. We'll change sides. So remembering you can start with that bent leg or you can have it straight. Connect those back of the arms. Connect those shoulders down the back. Lengthen that head along your pillow. We're going to circle around and around. You're a fly in flypaper. You can't move. Oh, this is Otto. He's just coming to make a little appearance. And now circle the leg the other way. And 3, 2, everything is still and stable, and lower the leg down. And then you're going to bend those legs, you're going to reach those fingers away and do your nice little transition up to a seated position. And we're going to go into spine stretch forward. So spine stretch forward is a lovely one for stretching out the whole back of your body. I'm going to have you keep your hands on the floor for this one because it can be a nice cue for the shoulders. So your hands are one on top of the other between your legs, which are a mat width apart, and you're pressing these hands into the floor. Now from here, just make sure, take a nice moment here to almost lift the shoulders up towards the ceiling and then shrug them down the back of the body. So you're using those muscles here to just engage them down your back. And you're pressing through these fingers to open out the collarbone and to get this lovely lift through the spine. Now, all I want you to do here is to as you exhale, you're going to nod your chin to your chest, and you're going to slide these fingers away from you. Keep this lovely open collarbone. Keep those shoulders pulling down the back. And come up tall. And again, you're going to slide forward. You're rounding forward. You're pulling your upper ribs back as if there's a mat behind you, and you're coming up tall. We're going to go for 3 more. Coming up tall. Feel that length through the ponytail. Upper ribs pulling back, shoulders anchoring down. And this is your last one. And you're going to pause out long. And you're going to see if you can slide the shoulders down as you separate the hands and start to lift them in line with the shoulders. And then you're going to restack the spine. Relax those arms, bring the legs together and lie down on your back for bridge. Okay, so bridge. This is an exercise that's great for stretching out the spine, but it can put a lot of tension into our neck if we're not using our bum and our abdominals enough. So you're going to see how you feel. I don't know what your exact neck issues are, so I'm going to give you a couple of options. So option 1, you're going to hold this position. Your legs are together. I want you to really squeeze those inner thighs strong. I want you to reach your arms along that mat like you're trying to touch your fingertips to your heels. And you're going to send the collarbone as wide as you can. So really open out these shoulders and lengthen your neck along your mat. And I want you to feel, how long can I make my neck? How much can I stretch my head along my mat? And press these arms down with power. Okay, next option, you're going to start to move. So you're going to lift your hips off the floor, either with your legs together still or a hip width apart. And you're going to really feel your buttock, the bottom of the bum is going to push this bum up. You have this sense of me pulling your knees away from your shoulders, away from your upper body. So you're not just dumping it in the chest, and you're going to keep this chest connected to the mat. Now I want you to soften all of these ribs down. Use those abdominals to just melt all the way down to the floor. So when you lift up, you're not going to lift so high that you sort of overarch the back. You're going to sink this chest, keep this chest really heavy and just lengthen away. And all the time I'm stretching my fingertips towards my heels to just check those shoulders. So I'm going to lift away from the neck. I'm going to reach my fingers towards my heels as I melt my spine down. Let's do 2 more like that. Lots of length, lots of yummy stretching on that spine. Let's do 1 more. And pause. And then you're going to keep reaching those fingers so you can curl up, your nice strong curl up. And you're going to come to face the screen from Mermaid. So you're going to have your legs offset or completely stacked if that's comfortable for your body. And you're going to sit up as tall as you can. So Mermaid is essentially side stretching. So if you've got a tight or a weak neck, it can feel a little bit niggly or gnarly. I'm going to give you a couple of options, or you might want to maybe miss this exercise. So you just see how your body's feeling today. So you could have your hands across your chest, and we're going to do a little side bend, trying to really, it's good if you've got a mirror so you can really keep this head so that we're not just lolling it down. Abdominals lift up. You could put your hands behind your head, palm over palm, and really press the hands into the head and the head into the hands. And that's going to give you a bit of support as you reach over with one elbow. If you're doing this, just remember those shoulders. Don't let them come up too. Reach through the head, but reach away with the shoulders. Or you could bring one arm up to the ceiling. Now here, I'm going to get you to really think about pulling this shoulder down. So you can do this stretch up here. It's quite a yummy one, but we're not working on that today. So you're going to really draw those shoulders down the back of your body as you stretch over. And then as you lower onto your forearm. And as you stretch over. Shoulders plugged down. And then you're going to bring this hand down to your lower hand and you're going to slowly twist through your spine. Shoulders down the back. And then we're going to come back and we're going to change sides. So same thing on this side. Try to do whatever you did on the other side on this side. So you could start with your hands across your chest, keeping that head in line with the neck. Nice small range of movement. You might bring your hands behind your head, shoulders down the back, even though those elbows are lifted. Stretching through your side. Or you might bring one arm up to the ceiling and stretch over from here, actively anchoring those shoulders down the back. And then pausing for that nice twist before finishing. So that's you all done. That's a series of 6 little exercises that you can do to stretch out your whole body, and some little cues there to really help you keep those shoulders in check. They should be really firmly down the back now. If you've got any queries, let me know. Whilst you're here, why not check out my other exercises and my other videos. The great one on different variations for the 100, which we did at the start there. So I'm Emma, Engineered Well Pilates, personalised Pilates videos for you. Check me out on my website, which is engineeredwellpilates.com. I really look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.